Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 2. I've gone ahead and deposited some items, and noticed that I had just a basic two-handed sword, which I don't really need, so I'll go ahead and sell that. It's not better than anything that we're using. I've reduced the items in my bag slightly. So, like, I've got the Pixie Prick just because that's +3, just in case. Sword of Chaos +2. Better than that two-handed sword +2. Shadow's Blade +3, because again, it's +3. Dragon's Bane +3, because again, it's +3. That's a returning axe. Still don't know if I can use that for anything. I should probably drink it, just to see what it does. Sling +2, because, Jahara does not have a sling, and she has sling bullets. Cloak of the Shield, in case I want to use that. Dragon Helm, Paradan, in case we encounter other dragons or fire-using things. And whatnot. Helm of Charm Protection, same thing, in case we encounter something that's going to do a lot of charming. And then, of course, the Dragon Scales. For some reason, I thought we had 3. Maybe my mind is just, like, going back to the dragon that I fought in Icewind Dale or something. I don't know. Whatever. So, let's go ahead and rest. That was 8 hours. 8 hours. There we go. So you have to wait 24 hours. Hi.
Speak, then.
Well, Elmendred, I return with your first duty under the yoke of the Cowled Wizards. I trust you have made yourself at home in this place. As well as can be expected. What is it you want? Enough chatter. You're to forego your own concerns and do the task I set, though I do not understand why you have been chosen. It hardly seems worth the trouble. I bring 3 young mages. They've shown potential and have been removed from their homes that they might be cultivated into productive Cowled Wizards. Well, I'll let the indoctrination begin. Alright, so first, kids, there are the 8 virtues. Right. Wrong world, my bad. These apprentices shall serve and observe while you direct their schooling. This will not require much. They may even supply you with things you need. Introduce them then. I will see what I can do. The first is Moral, and he speaks for the others. He is the son of a wealthy merchant, and his father would be most upset if something happened to his gifted child. Hello, Elmendretta. It will be an honor to study in your shadow. No, get out of the shadow. It's better to be in the light. I'm sure. Next is Lars. He found some old magic texts and studied without his parents' knowledge. They feared the stigma he would bring and cast him out. Cowards, I would have found others that appreciate me. I have found others that appreciate me now. Speak when spoken to, child. Next is Nara from the area of Trademeet. She was given to a temple as a foundling and has since developed a taste for magic. I will serve as best I can, Elmendretta. Nothing less is expected. Elmendretta, they will receive their instruction from the Cowled Wizards directly, but you will determine the basics of their study. Shaping these young wizards will hardly be a chore. I thank you for the opportunity. And what can they do for me? What do I get out of this? That is all. I doubt I was allowed to keep the sphere because I would make a good teacher. Have you discovered anything about the whereabouts of Imoen? I must know. Is that all? I doubt I was allowed to keep the sphere because I would make a good teacher. Also, I kind of feel like this is not the way that it's supposed to go. I am not responsible for granting it. This stinks of make work, but it is not for me to decide. I'll return in future 10 days with additional duties.
Good day to you.
Yes, teacher. Have you valuable instructions to give us? There's no need for such formality. Oh, what exactly have you been studying? Just stay out of my way. You do that, and you'll have it easy. Ah, the eagerness of youth. I shall give of my wisdom, and you shall flourish. There's no need for such formality. What exactly have you been studying? Little useless trinket enchantment. Oh, hush. At least we're getting instruction. Yeah, instruction on how to waste your talents. Stop it. We have to start somewhere. Elmandretta, if you would direct us in what our next assignment should be, then we can begin. We have some choice in this, or rather you do. You will be the owner of whatever we make. In minor enchantments, we have a couple of useful things. There's a little something I like to call the Wand of the Apprenti. When used, it randomly shoots fire, ice, or lightning. Very nasty. Materials will cost 1,000 gold. No, I suggest we make a dagger for our new teacher. We'll call it the Dagger of Elmandretta. How about that? It will only cost about 250 gold for supplies. Most definitely should not cost that little. I'll get to it in a second. Very good, though I would prefer something a little more practical still. A ring of protection is a standard test of this discipline. It is a little risky, though. What say you, Elmandretta? It will cost 2,000 gold. Alright, so, I knew this was coming, and I knew I'd have some complaints. And this is kind of amusing that this is coming because, the players in my Spelljammer campaign on, Saturdays over on Twitch, have just gotten themselves to the point where the priests can make scrolls, and the wizard can make scrolls and potions. Not yet at a point where any of them can make magic items. That's 11th level. That is above name level in 1st edition. That's during 1st edition, certainly, when you're in high level play. Apprentices cannot make magic items by the rules. And this is, again, one of the complaints that I have about the game. They felt that it would be a fun thing for them to do it this way, so they just did it, irregardless of the rules, when it's supposed to be a Dungeons & Dragons game. It frustrates me deeply, shall we say. And the reason it does is because they're just disregarding the rules. You know, it's supposed to be a D&D game. If they wanted to do all this stuff, they could have just made up their own rules. But of course, then they wouldn't have the D&D, the Dungeons & Dragons, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, or Forgotten Realms tie-in to sell it on. I mean, let's face it. Regardless of how good the game is, one of the selling points is that it is D&D, and another of the selling points is that it is Forgotten Realms. If it wasn't either of those, there's entirely the chance that the first game would not have sold as well. It's also possible that it might have sold better. Who knows? You know, but one of the reasons they chose to do that, rather than do something like what Fallout did and make up their own stuff and make up their own setting and everything like that, is to get that added tie-in. You know, some people are going to buy these games simply because it's a D&D game, it's set in the Forgotten Realms. So, I really do feel like it's the kind of thing that if you're going to do that, you should stick to what is written about the game. And they're just not doing that. And that bothers me. Because how can it be a real D&D game if they're not listening to, you know, if they're not following the rules? You know, and I understand changing some things up for game purposes. You know, that's fine. That is perfectly fine, you know. Certain spells take a lot of interpretation within the real game, tabletop game, to implement. It's fine to make tweaks to have it work better in the kind of straitjacketed setting of a computer game. You know, and other mechanics and stuff like that. And even, like, the you know, like, the real-time combat system bugs me, but it doesn't bug me as much as these kinds of things, because, again, they're, you know, shoehorning a turn-based thing into a real-time engine. I prefer turn-based, but you got to make some accountability, you know, some changes to get to that if that's your goal. So, okay. But this kind of thing, this is where I have real problems. All right. Let's see. I actually do not need a ring of protection. I do not need a dagger. We'll go with the wand. Again, takes 11th level spellcasters. At least. And that's not even so one of the things that has frustrated players of the tabletop AD&D game. I'm sure stuff like this has been changed in later editions. I know they made it easier to make magic items. But one of the things that always frustrated some players is that when you get to 11th level is when you can start making magic items. However, you still need certain spells in order to do that, such as enchant an item, and you don't actually get that at 11th level. And permanency, which you also don't get at 11th level. You can use scrolls for that, and that's the standard response for that sort of thing. And not every magic item requires those spells either. There are other ways of doing it. And a lot of it is left up to DM discretion and stuff like that. But the point is like, they're apprentices. They're years away from being able to make magic items. Maybe even decades, unless they go adventuring. So, I think you should make me the Wand of the Apprenti. I could use that. Yes, consider it done. Party has lost 1,000 gold. It will take a while to do it properly. I think a few days will do it. And again, it takes more than a few days to make these items. Yes, that will suffice. In that time, you'll have your item, Elmandretta. Wish us well. Just gonna go ahead and explode or something, guys? See, can I talk to you?
We'll have that nasty little wand ready as soon as possible. The dagger would have been nicer, though. That wand will be ready soon enough. Frankly, if it were up to me, we would take longer on all weapons. Yes, ma'am. One wand of the apprenti. Coming right up. Simple, easy, and I really hope it works.
You mean you haven't done this before?
What? No, that's kind of what apprentice means, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sure it will be just fine. Just you wait.
So, on each... On that, if you choose one of those options, one of the apprentices will die in the process. Which, again, is not exactly a common thing for making magic items. Usually the magic item just fails. Ah, okay, so I had to be in this room. Good.
You are welcome in my sight.
Hello, Almandretta. Ribald has told me that you wish some people sent to their proper plane. Planet. Maybe plane, planet, whatever. Knights of some sort. Are we ready to do this?
Let us ask the knights themselves if they're ready to go.
We are ready, of course. Our home beckons from beyond the walls of dimensions. Yes, well, be that as it may, this might sting a bit. Farewell, then, and farewell to you, Elmandretta. Pleasure doing business with you.
Now, Reyna, when you get back there, say hi to Dalamar. Ask him if he's gotten any interesting spells from Elminster or Mordenkainen lately. And ask him if he can stop by. And I mean, I'd be more than happy to. I mean, I know he's evil and everything like that, but I'd be happy to share some tea with him and trade some spells. He can be, you know, absolutely extend that offer to Mordenkainen and Elminster as well.
Wait, one last second. Elmandretta, we know this was not an inexpensive gift that you give us. That is why we have something for you in return.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Take this. It is a small token of our gratitude. Well met and safe travels. And with that, we are gone.
I got an item. Girdle. 4,500 experience points, too. The journal has been updated. Mage Stronghold. The knights are free. Okay, girdle. Oh. Golden Girdle of Ernst. Created to protect a powerful wizard against malevolent warriors. This magical garment is made of red silk strewn with golden flakes. It is enchanted to give limited protection against slashing weapons of any type. Isn't Ernst a place in Greyhawk? Huh. Armor class +3 versus slashing attacks is not too shabby. I have Elves Bane, +3 versus missile and piercing attacks. You have +4 versus crushing attacks. You've got nothing. See, and I don't even, like, this doesn't exist. There really aren't very many items in the D&D game, even the, like, the Encyclopedia Magica, that gives you something like just +3 versus slashing attacks. But that's fine. There's no reason that you can't, so to me it's a little weird, a little overly specific, but it's not a big deal. Apprentices making magic items? Yeah, I have a big problem with that one. Big problem. Alright, so we got 4 days before we can do anything with that. I could rest, but let's just go ahead and leave, do some other stuff. We'll come back.
Now? Please, come on.
No.
Pretty, please.
Shut up.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Ah, dang it, why is it night? Right, I have to go through
Certainly.
here. Guys. So the way that the quest with the apprentices works is that we'll have a series of these things, and each time one of the apprentices can die if you choose one of the items. So oh, hi.
I am the predator that lives amongst you.
You stand and declare your allegiance. Are you a shadow thief?
What? What are you asking?
A yes or no is all that is required. Declare your allegiance. Are you shadow thief?
I do not have allegiance to any such guild.
Then run and do not turn back. If we do not find the prey we seek, we may have to turn upon those standing by.
Yeah, whatever. Leave me alone. Okay, I think it was the Temple District that... So we got that,
Without doubt.
we got that sewer key. So I think we'll go, do something about that. Okay, let's come down here.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Their gathering game.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, so that was over here, I think.
Quickly and precisely.
Oh, hi, green slime.
Lil Alul! Forsha!
That's not right.
I knew someone would kill it. Alright. There we go. Open up. Is that a body there? That is. There's a body over the... few bodies. Powerful psychic force lashes out at you, preventing you from moving. From the look of all the dead adventurers on the ground, whatever lies ahead seems extremely powerful and dangerous. Thanks, game. It's a good thing that I saved.
Without hesitation.
What's the worst that could happen, right? Achievement unlocked. Don't mind us, huh?
This will not take long.
Boy, I wonder what we could be dealing with here. Assassin, fighter, and fighter.
Fall,
Feel
creature,
the
and
pattern
be
I can't stop myself. Kill the intruders.
As commanded, you will die. There's an archer back there. And a mage. Umber Hulk, cleric. Okay, one down. Still have an Umber Hulk to deal with. Oh, there's a fighter attacking with two weapons. That's lovely. I'll take the 18 gold as well. Alright, you're not doing so hot.
I shall follow your strength.
Ow, where... Harry, get back.
Take a fast pause.
Okay, everyone get back.
If it must be done.
Okay.
Come on, what about now?
Ah, we are all
No.
heroes. You and
Come
Boo
on,
and I,
we're getting itchy, let's
hamsters and
go.
rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Alright, let's do this.
Certainly.
How about you don't and say you will? And here comes the fighter. There we go. Take some money. Some of them are hitting pretty hard. There we go.
We have such stories amongst. What is it? Being underground is just not for the Abariel.
I can hold no more. That item has been dropped.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and put these away. Do a little bit of healing before we go into the next room. Short sword +1. Okay. So luckily, taking care of the
Your servant awaits.
the warriors has probably allowed us to get into them fairly easily. Should get her up to full hit points. Yeah, there we go.
Without doubt.
Okay. Let's go ahead and quick save and run in. Alright, so we've got an Umber Hulk cleric. Oh, there's a Mind Flare back there. Okay, that's funsies. Do you guys want to come out? Say hi to us? Shadow Door, Sonic Blast. And we got a few people stunned. Almandretta and Minsk.
Oh my!
Guys?
Nil Alul! Forsha!
Yeah.
You guys want to not
With
let them
vengeance.
kill me, please?
Oh my!
So much fun luring them to me, though, I will say.
It is done.
Okay. Now we have to wait for this to run out. Let's get a good healing spell on me. So we have a Mind Flayer in that room, which seems funsies. Looking forward to that fight. We have another... Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Alright, so, grab these. So we took care of the archers. Now we have a Mind Flayer, there's a mage, there's an Umber Hulk, there's a cleric in there. I think what we are going to want to do is... with a chant. I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot of fear effects, but just in case, get a bless. Looking for anything that might help our saving throws in general. I think I want to hold off on the haste for now. Stone Skin will help.
Yes?
Alright, anything else? I don't know if that affects stunning. Kind of suspect not. Kind of want to hold on to that. Because there was another door in there. So I suspect that there is going to be more awful stuff through there. Go ahead and draw upon Holy Might, though. And you never got Stone Skin up, did you? No, you did not. And Mirror Image will be good. Okay, so it is about time to end the episode. When we come back next time, we will head into that chamber, fight the Mind Flayer and his minions. Also, actually, let's see. Probably should have gotten these guys out already so they could have benefited from some things, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. So, we got our Berserk Warrior, Kithix, the Spider, and we are ready to go. But that will be next time. See you then, everyone.